when we think about ADHD, really we've got to get back to evolution, because the big question that people often, or the debate that happens is, does this patient have ADHD or does this patient not have ADHD? The way to think about it is that we're all on a spectrum where there are certain genetic vulnerabilities. The genetic vulnerabilities, of course, then there are epigenetic changes from the environment or trauma or substances, other factors, diet and sleep, etc. So you've got genes, the vulnerability factors, then you've got the environmental and multi-pronged aspects coming in, and then that leads to what's known as that reward sensitivity dimension or a reward deficiency dimension. Some people have none, whilst others might have really significant reward deficits. So the impact of evolution on the genetic makeup of Homo sapiens in terms of survival must be considered. Genes related to the dopaminergic system, and we'll be doing a lot of psychopharmacology with regards to dopaminergic system, as an example, and the impact of epigenetics on behavior, including addiction liability, may have served an important survival tactic, but in our current society may no longer serve survival. Carriers of DNA polymorphisms, and specifically the DRD2 TAC-A1 allele, with behaviors such as competitiveness and selfishness may have had survival advantages as hunter-gatherers millions of years ago, but in today's world may be counter to achieving positive relationships and happiness. This conundrum may advance the unfortunate condition that Homo sapiens are wired to seek pleasure in all its forms, no matter the cost to oneself, others, and one's surroundings. Now, what's important here is that when dopamine evolved 600 million years ago in unicellular organisms, it was one pathway, which was the excitatory pathway, really for food seeking, survival, reproduction. That was the unicellular excitatory pathway. But as evolution progressed, and particularly in mammalian forms, primates, we developed the inhibitory pathway. So we'll see this, the excitatory pathway and the inhibitory pathway developed. So when we think about reward sensitivity, certain individuals have a tendency towards a greater reward seeking aspect, whilst others may have slightly less. And this is why individuals with anhedonia or the hedonic drive also lie on a spectrum. So that's one important thing we're going to keep in mind. It's about the reward sensitivity of each of us, each individual.